Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Propagandacast. Lehr with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda, Hero of Psych, and of course, Lord of Instructions. We're looking here at Semoisky, specifically in a little trick for Semoisky. When I see a lot of people play on Semoisky, what they'll do consistently, that is, specifically it's a trick for the northern player, is attack through here. I mean, it is the shortest distance between the base and the village, and again, most people want the village. I mean, no matter what, they want the village. It's just one problem. There's this little house here, which overall means, it's very difficult to actually push into it if they first have that. And even then further on here, if you sort of consider the design of the village, it's very much set up to sort of allow a southern player who's rushing in to actually more naturally and more easily defended against the push from the north. Comparatively, it's a lot more easy to just pen them down here and just prevent them from moving forwards. Even here, not a lot of territory to move upon. Plus, mines here, for example, can make things even more difficult. So, I mean, looking at sort of from a terrain perspective, this is not really good attacking territory. And now for the trick, attack through here. And you might ask, why that? Well, for starters, it's a lot harder to pen down anyone here. There's not so much heavy cover, and there's no buildings that can sort of really naturally facilitate it. Plus, there's more than one point, which makes it even more difficult. Yes, it doesn't lead directly, but it has some other advantages. For starters, it allows you to defend your northern fuel point by basically placing your army directly in the path of the fuel point. That has its advantages for starters. But also, it actually makes it easy to attack the village, because, as we suddenly notice here, it doesn't quite so easy to sort of form up defensive barriers. In fact, there's things that help you here attack the village. I mean, there's no sort of a lot of heavy cover that can sort of really hold you up. Plus, you can actually sort of further attack through here, hit here, for example, or you can even go for the carve point, further causing problems. You can lay down mines here. For that matter, if they actually go into the village and you say you're playing the Wehrmacht, going for here, laying down an S-mine field can in fact cause a lot of casualties as they then proceed to retreat through an S-mine field. So, I mean, there's a lot more to attack from again, and there's not so much heavy cover. Obviously, that means both for you, but again, it makes it a lot harder for them to defend. In particular, when you also consider where compared to here, there's a lot of the structure sort of more with broadside, sort of designed to make things more difficult here compared to here. One window. Again, it's a lot harder to defend from an attack from this angle than it is to attack through this little bottleneck. So again, I'm not saying you should never attack through here. I'm just saying you will probably find yourself doing a lot better attacking through here, occasionally attacking through here, but still overall trying to push through here, which tends to be sort of like a dead zone when most players don't really make much of an effort to actually attack. So, I mean, that I think is, something worthwhile pointing out, because, again, so few players will actually go through here. But, again, I've had many times a lot of success attacking a player by basically ignoring this area, pushing through here, and then setting up attack points here, and even setting up points around the carve point here, in fact, covering the railroad bridge, forcing them then. And, of course, that's another advantage to take the long route away themselves, while you then take the village, and, of course, then set up defenses. And then you can then open up a route here, giving you then fast access to retreat. I mean, you'll get through troops are on there. So in that sense, it does also make sense from that perspective. And again, you can sort of make things more miserable for them, while again cutting off their direct access path, then occupying this half, making things a lot more difficult. So I mean, if you consider, again, this is from a strategic and a tactical standpoint a much better approach to take here for northern Semoisky players compared to. I'm not saying you can't do it. I mean, always, throwing in, complete unknown curveball is good. But, currently, this would be the complete unknown curveball. And it's a lot more of an effective one because, again, in terms of natural defenses, again, it's a lot harder for a southern player to defend from compared to here, where, again, a lot easier. So a little sort of Propagandacast there, sort of highlighting, how you could perhaps play this map a lot better if you are the northern player, and do a lot better, I think, rather than just getting stuck up around here and just ground down very slowly while your opponent builds up a lot of armor. So hopefully this video has been helpful, has been of use, and has, subscribe, like, share, and of course, comment on it. And of course, if there's anything else you'd like to see, feel free to comment on it. I'll maybe see what I can do about it. This is Imperial Dane signing off, and see you all another time. Cheers.